Hello, and welcome back to another stream. And we are once again taking a look at a match that is about to be starting. Let's check if they're already live. Doesn't look like it. So we're looking at OCC Seeding Group E. We're going to be watching brocCooLi with the team Frog Salad, Black Orcs, versus the Silly Nannies, coached by Motb, Nurgle team. And the reason that we'll be taking a look at this is because the OCC Seeding Group E is kind of peculiar. As they have two people who have not yet lost a game, that being Venturos of the Bearded Beer Chuggers, as well as Luke 4444 with Orca Diet Pepsine Orc with 5 and 3 as their particular results. But brocCooLi, who has lost 2 games, which were to the Bearded Beer Chuggers and the Orca Diet Pepsine in match days 1 and 2, is still in the fight for actually winning the division. So this is a very interesting division from that sort. Like, the 3 top players are very neck and neck at the moment. brocCooLi definitely needs a win here, and obviously needs for Venturos to either lose or draw. And he also needs Luke to either lose or draw. But yeah, it's getting interesting at the top here, and let's check if they're live. They're not live yet. So we'll take a look at the 2 teams. As you might have noticed, the Motb is a little bit down here, but then again, like, he is playing Nurgle, like Nurgle first season, unless he gets super lucky. Generally speaking, like, you wouldn't expect a Nurgle team to do that well. I mean, I'm slightly surprised that they are managing to beat Chaos Chosen, who are not known for being a very good starting team, but I still consider them generally a better starting team than Nurgle. But we have, I believe, Nimrod, and is going to be playing Venturos, and I believe Moomin Slayer is taking on Luke 4444. And those are all very interesting matches. I don't yet know when these particular matches have been scheduled, but I will potentially try to get like a stream going for those ones as well, just because how neck and neck the division is being. But we'll take a look at the teams now, as the game has not yet started. So for the Frog Salad, the Black Orc team, not the Old World Alliance team, which is coached by Pitpad, same name, same emblem even. Not sure if no, I don't think the same colors at the very least. But so for the Black Orcs, we have a trained troll who is going to be missing this game. On a serious injury, it looks like. Oh, and might be getting replaced once there's cash enough for it. But on the flip side, they also only have 60k, and they are missing one of their Black Orcs, so that's not good. Some development has been happening. Block guard and guard on one of the Black Orcs. And that's decent-ish development, but like only a sure hands over here for the Goblin Bruiser. Surely he, that's I'm just like, what is he? What I wonder what brocCooLi is doing. Like there's 9 SPP here for the Goblin Bruiser lineman. Like, he could get a double. Like, he could absolutely get a double, such as block or wrestle. So I'm kind of surprised that brocCooLi hasn't done that. Maybe like he's looking to get like enough SPP on the lineman to get like a stat up or something. But I would have thought that, like, both Faggy Cooks, the Flamboyant, and Knee Breaker. I imagine that they would have gotten that brocCooLi would get a level for them rather than going without a skill into this game, and that might still be the case, but we'll see. Let's check if they're live, and they are. So we're gonna be hopping on over. We have not missed anything. Coin toss just happened. That is, the Nurgle team has won the coin toss. I'm gonna assume they're gonna kick. Like, I don't think either team is gonna be relying on removals. I say that, but then I also take a look at Frog Salad, and they have 3 bribes. 3. Let's check. Did brocCooLi make any skill ups? brocCooLi did not choose to skill up any of his goblins. And yes, Nurgle team decided to take the kick option. Let's see. So they have a kick on a rotter, dirty player on a rotter, block on a pestigore. That's block on 2 bloaters. 2 bloaters that don't have anything on. The rot spawn is also just... Alright. 3 rerolls. And all 4 goats are accounted for. Okay. Not a bad, like considering that this is season 1, like this is about expected development rate for a Nurgle team. Like, it's gonna be slow going. The Black Orcs definitely do like the fact that he did not, that the Nurgle team is one of those teams that they can actually outrun, I think. And they also certainly like the fact that well, because they're missing both a Black Orc and like they're missing both a Black Orc and a Troll. And that means that the Nurgle team actually outmuscles them slightly. Well, not even slightly, because, well, then the rest of their team is strength 2 goblins. So this is one of the few times when the Black Orcs are going to be outclassed in strength, that when they aren't facing like lizardmen. Nurgle decided to go for a fairly traditional sort of close, bunched up central defensive position. Black Orcs. Oh, timeout. Alright, so a turn is gone. Not great. Not great for the Black Orcs, that one. So, starting off with a 2-die block there after moving those 2 forward. Alright, down he goes. He moves forward, and that's already a stun on one of the bloaters, for artists formerly known as a Nurgle warrior. Alright, down he goes. Tentacles does nothing. No armor break this time. Brawler? Nope, just a push. Okay. I mean, he can definitely work out. Okay. I was thinking that he would potentially bring him here just to get like a goblin 2-die on the rot spawn, because that is certainly something that he could have done. He moves the goblin up over there. Pashkar Etmeet is probably going to be taking the blitz on the bloater. And that's, yeah, that's foul appearance. That is foul appearance. And that stops him completely in his tracks. Fails the pickup, and fails the pickup even with the sure hands reroll. Okay. Not the best of starts. Not the best of starts for the Black Orcs. 2 die on the goblin who's marking him with the bloater. Yep, just manages to push. Obviously follows that up. I'm gonna assume that the blitz is gonna be... Maybe the blitz is gonna be... That's an interesting... I would imagine that it's gonna be this Rother lineman makes his way over here, and then this Pestig Orc goes for a blitz on the Black Orc. But I might be wrong. Yep, okay, I am wrong. That is, in fact, a bloater who goes for the blitz off of the ground. Manages to take him down. Just a question of, yep, rather than pushing him away, just takes the boat down. No armor break, which seems alright. Now, with the blitz expended, what will the Nurgle team do? Because, like, this is the flank where he doesn't really have that much. Like, I think this is the more mobile flank for the Nurgle, just because of the fact that they have 2 Pestig Orcs over there. Nurgle Warrior moves forward, tags a singular Goblin Bruiser. Okay. Yeah, it would have taken him, like... He could have gone here. Yeah, it would have taken 2 GFIs. I would have certainly considered it, especially when I have 3 rerolls. I would have considered, like, going for bump. But Rother moves up just to deny any potential assists there, and then the Rot Spawn goes for a 2 die. He doesn't reroll it. It's a both down result, and nobody has their armor broken. Okay. So far, no fouls, despite having a dirty player and 3 bribes respectively, but that's mostly due to the dice not cooperating in that endeavor. But Black Orcs, turn 3, because we did have that turn stalling there, and they have not yet managed to move past the line of scrimmage, really. Moves Goblin over there. Does make the blitz this time with the Black Orc. No foul appearance there. Follows him up. Why did he not want to take a block with this Black Orc? Big... That's... Like, surely he could, like... I mean, what does that accomplish? I mean... Okay. So he goes into close combat there. Unsurprising entirely. Manages to make the pickup this time. Doesn't even need to re-roll for it. But where is he going with the ball is the question. And I think the answer is he's going to run over there, because he can maneuver... He can maneuver this goblin over there. He can maneuver this goblin over there. That means that the ball carrier is... Yep, as expected, the ball carrier can be made pretty much safe, except for, like, unless he goes for... Okay. I guess he's dodging... Kegel the clown. I'm a little skeptical about this maneuver. Oh, he's not dodging Kegel the... Okay, so he's just keeping the Goblin Bruiser lineman there to tag that bloater, which is, I think, a fair thing to do. Unfortunately, it does mean that I mean, yeah. That's a POW now, and down he goes. No armor break, but that is a that is a 2 die on the ball carrier with the kick Rother lineman. I'm gonna assume that a Nurgle player is not gonna go immediately for it. He's gonna pick up this warrior, bloater, off of the ground, I assume. And I'm gonna assume he's gonna reinforce places a little bit, like. Bring this guy over there so he can get a 2 die on the guard guy there. Bring him there. Nope, he just goes for it. Okay. Rolls double skulls, so definitely re-rolling that. Does not get the goblin ball carrier down. Pushes him next to the yep, makes sense. Rother moves over there. Ooh, that's already, that's two rerolls gone, and that does not make the Nurgle a happy camper, I'm going to assume. He is gonna go for a 2-die, takes down the other guard guy as well. Probably doesn't follow that up, because like it is gonna go next to the beast anyway. Or maybe he follows that up for, no, okay. I was thinking that maybe he follows that up for fouling purposes, but no, he does not. Then there's the dirty player, Rotter, who can go in multiple places. And he just takes a GFI to tag that. Yep, okay. Yeah, Black Orcs, not a super great position for brocCooLi here. Picks up the Black Orcs that are on the ground. Just picks them all up. Fair enough. I'm gonna assume that this Black Orc is going to be in the habit of punching this bloater in the face. Picks up Kegel the Clown, hoping that he does a better job tagging. Okay, so he did go for that block. Okay, fair enough. Stays put. Yep. He does have this Goblin Bruiser lineman in the back here. I'm gonna assume he's gonna bring him over so that he can get. Thing is, he'll still only get a 1-die. I guess I would, like, in brocCooLi's position, I would probably blitz with this Black Orc. Yeah, definitely bring him over, but like blitz with this Black Orc. Oh, never mind. I keep thinking that there's snotlings in our goblins. Yeah, he gets a 2-die there. Okay. brocCooLi frees up his ball carrier, which is good. Ball carrier doesn't really have anywhere safe that he can go to, which is bad. And not the safest of places to go for the goblin, but like it's safer for the purposes of being able to potentially recover the ball if it gets popped. Unfortunately, like very unfortunately, okay. All right, brocCooLi, are you actually? No, brocCooLi did not blitz at all. Obviously, foul appearance made that plan redundant anyway, but. This is... Alright, takes a 2-die at the Goblin, assisting the Black Orc there. Follows it up, and doesn't manage to take him down. Dodge is a very useful skill. Not sure why he took that block. I mean, he's probably gonna push the Goblin over there, and then maybe this Rotter line. No, actually, he wants to push. Yep. Nope. No. Okay. This Rotter lineman, can't get there. I mean, he could take a dodge, but that's a 4+, so probably not. This Rotter lineman can go and mark up this black, like give an assist on this Black Orc. He can definitely get a 2-die here if he just brings in 2 assists with this Rotter and the Goat. Probably like he can get a 2-die with Rot Spawn against the guard guy, but the guard guy has block as well, and you know. 2 dice can be fickle when done by a big guy. Definitely doesn't want that big guy to, like, go down. Probably. So I'd be wary of making that 2-die block. He is clearly, like, having more than a bit of a think here. But, I mean, Nurgle currently in a rather good position. Considering it is his defense. Okay, he He went for a 1-die there. I mean, he does have block. Like, he does have block, and the Black Orc does not, so... Okay, and there it is. He went for the 2-die on the guard with the Rot Spawn, and, Skull, and he is not gonna be attempting to use his last reroll. Not really sure what he was hoping to accomplish there with that block in particular. Like, honestly, he had better, like, 2-die blocks to be taking. I think, like, with some maneuvering, and he still had his Blitz available as well, like. Alright. brocCooLi starts off strong, takes down the block bloater over there, follows it up, and gets a stun on him. That's very good for him. Guard player moves there for whatever reason. Black Orc takes down one of the Pestigors. Follows it up. No armor break this time. Tries to go for a 2-die block, but Foul Appearance, once again. Foul Appearance has pretty much popped up, like, 3 out of 4 turns now. So, not the best. Not the best for the Black Orcs there. But I don't think that was a particularly consequential block. Goes for a blitz on the Pestigor there. Takes him down with the Black Orc. Does not follow up. Gets an armor bust into a stun, which is useful. Moves up only a little bit. So, the ball carrier is going to shift to the left. Still doesn't make it past the halfway line here, but it's something. I would imagine, yep, he moves him to assist. He can get a 2-die on the kick rodder. Does not manage to bring him down unless he chooses both down, which he does not. Doesn't follow up on it. Could have taken a 2-die with the Goblin Bruiser lineman there on the kick guy. But instead dodges out the Flamboyant. Okay. Kegel the Clown moves there. And then the Loner Goblin moves to cover. I don't know. Certainly not the moves I would have made, but hey, if it works, it works. Right? He's got a better record than me in the games that he's played this season, so clearly he knows something that I don't. The Rot Spawn stands back up, no issue there. Now, how is Nurgle going to extricate itself from the trouble that they are in? I would imagine that the answer is essentially going to be... they're not in a great position overall here to... Like, especially, like, with this stun, that actually makes things more than a little bit annoying, I think. Because he would probably want to, okay, he goes for... Don't approve of this, I don't like. Do not approve of that particular blitz. I mean, it frees up a rotter, which is okay. You've freed up a rotter. Well done. Takes some 2-die. Takes some 2-dies on goblins in the back, but dodge can actually be a useful skill to have on defense. He takes a 1-die. He takes a 1-die with his bloater. He did have block on that, so not as crazy as might once seem. Blocks him down there. Does not follow that up, which does mean that the Rot Spawn is free, but not sure how much that counts for. Picks up the Pestigor, attempts to dodge away. Pestigor makes the dodge away. Is he going to attempt to dodge away with the block Pestigor? I would imagine he does. I would imagine he's going to try. Yup. And he does manage it. I'm not sure why he felt the need to do those GFIs, though. Like, it is... Well, I don't... I mean, like, you were already covering that. Like, it's not like he's capable of, like, just rushing past you there. That was greedy. That was greedy by brocCooLi, using Brawler there instead of using a team reroll. Like, brocCooLi, you have 3 team rerolls, my guy. Like, that was an entirely reasonable, because, like, you knew that if you failed to get a result that didn't... oh, boy. Okay, so that was a very quick turn there for brocCooLi, and, like, to add insult to injury, he managed, like, the Black Orc was the one who got stunned rather than the Rotter. But yeah, that was greedy. That was just greedy by brocCooLi. Like, surely he had to consider that. What happens if he like he had a what, 2 in 6 chance, like, with the Brawler reroll to like suffer, like, 33% chance to suffer. Yeah, okay. Yep, the goat goes for it and manages a POW on the 2-die on the ball carrier. He has now also tagged all of the players that were kind of screening for the ball carrier. Follows up. Scatter is good, I think, for brocCooLi's sake. But the situation has gone from not great to pretty bad for brocCooLi's scoring chances here. Down goes the Goblin, and he does actually take the boat down over there to see if he can... Goblin armor does manage to hold up, though, to the blows in all 3 cases. Now, brocCooLi has to understand that he has to get a player into scoring range. And I think the player that's gonna get into scoring range is gonna be Styx Grass Eater over here. Like, let's see. 1, 2. I really would have, like, that. I think that was the blitz there, was to blitz this guy. Then move next to the bloater so that he could get 2 dice on these blocks here. And he wouldn't have to dodge. But yeah, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, makes the dodge away. Okay, apparently that Goblin is not going to be the Goblin who's going to be scoring. He goes for a 1-die. What are you doing? Why are you using a team reroll on that? Like, it's a 1-die. You have Brawler. Like, the team reroll there doesn't make a difference. What is... Okay. All right. I'm starting to get a little, Okay. So gets a push there. Using a team reroll on a 1-die where he could have used Brawler instead, which had the exact same chance of success. Dodges out Goblin, Bruiser Lineman, the Flamboyant, we'll just call him that. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, yep, he is in scoring range. Only needs 1 GFI, so he's not taking any GFIs now. Moves to pick up the ball. Sure hand saves it. Thankfully. brocCooLi should be very thankful about that one. Still hasn't used Blitz. Makes his way to the back with the Goblin, which means that he's either going to have to be making a pass, a rather long pass, or a handout play, probably to this Goblin over here, and he doesn't take any of the 1-die over there. I'm getting a little hot under the collar here. I think like this is just impressive levels of Blood Bowl, folks. Impressive levels of Blood Bowl. Right. So what is the Nurgle response? The Nurgle response is move a rudder next to the guy with block and guard, move a rudder next to the only goblin in scoring range, take a 2-die block on the goblin Kegel the Clown, and then which means that he can now get a 2-die. He can definitely get a 2-die. The real question is, yep, he's moving the Pestigore over there to assist. He's moving another Pestigore to tag the Goblin Bruiser. He goes for the 2-die and he fails the GFI. Team reroll gets, sorry, that's a 3-die even. Yep, makes sense. And down goes the Goblin once again. Is stunned, so that is an armor break. Okay. Okay, brocCooLi's chances of scoring. Oh, okay. So the rod spawn just goes stupid. That helps. That helps brocCooLi certainly. He does go for the 1-die against the Black Orcs over there. I don't think it makes a particular difference. I'll be honest. Takes down this guy. No armor break. Only manages a push on that one. Yeah, they were already like they're what's it called? They're and he picks up the Black Orc off of the ground. Okay, takes a 2-die block against this Pestigore. Sure. Down he goes. So brocCooLi's chances of scoring. Okay, I mean, yep, fair enough. Could like I don't. Why is brocCooLi not using? Like, is brocCooLi aware that he can blitz? I would like to ask that particular question of whether or not brocCooLi is aware that he can actually just blitz. Well, apparently he is. He is aware that he can blitz, so he managed to push the rudder off of this guy. But I'm just like saying that. So what brocCooLi needs to do is Kegel the Clown needs to go for the pickup. He did not choose to use the handoff action, and he flubs the pickup there. Pretty sure Kegel the Clown is gonna get, yep, his face gets smashed in by the Nurgle Warrior. I don't think Nurgle, I don't think Motb is going to be taking any other blocks. Like, I feel that would be too greedy. I think he's just gonna go and try for Edward Bumlick over here to go for a pickup on the ball and then score, because he cannot I would not take in his situation 2-die blocks. That congratulations Motb, you have now just made your potential score infinitely, and I mean infinitely harder by having to make the 3+ dodge, but you do make it. That is, oh my goodness. Alright, so it still ends up going 1-0 for the Nurgle team. And I mean, Pestigore got to score it, so the score went to the correct person. No damage done to either team after a half of questionable Blood Bowl. Entirely questionable Blood Bowl. And now we have Nurgle to receive. I'm not sure, like, genuinely, I feel kind of stumped as to what exactly I witnessed there, from both coaches. But congratulations, Motb. That's a touchdown when Nurgle is on the defense is not generally what is expected of Nurgle defense. weird defensive positioning from brocCooLi here because, well, having spaced out his Goblin Bruiser linemen that are on the line of scrimmage like so, the rot spawn could easily be moved like here or here and just having tagged two of them pretty much infinitely, I think. But that does not appear to be what Nurgle is going to go for. He is putting two bloaters on the line of scrimmage, rot spawn on the line of scrimmage. I think these are these positions make no sense. I don't think these positions make it would be better for the bloaters to be like on the wings here, so that they would be punching these goblins towards the center, on the assumption that the rot spawn is also going to block the goblin here, right? Just clump them all together so you can... Okay, and there is a blitz. Unfortunately, the kick goes way off the sideline, so that's going to be a touchback. But, oh boy, alright, it's getting chaotic in here already. So, with that kick being the case, he goes for a 2-die on... Yep. Down goes Rotter. Does not follow that up. Manages to get a stun. Moves back a little bit. Moves forward a little bit to be more annoying. And then he's got two more moves that he can do. Genuinely think that Black Orc would guard over there and then Black Orc next to him. Like surely that would help you out a little bit. All right. Touchback, ball given over to Pestigore. Matthew Butts over here with 0 SPP. Now I need to check. Yeah, Felix Bumford, Edward Bumlick, Matthew Butts are the Pestigores in the game today. All right. Moves in Rotter with Dirty Player to get his 3-die on the Goblin. Down goes the Goblin. Follows it up. Thick Skull prevents a KO, which is always nice. But now he probably gets 2-died without having like the Black Orcs needing a blitz for it. 3-die on the Goblin. Only gets a push. Still pushes him next to the Rotter because, well, the Rotter with kick is probably going to take a 2-die crack at him at some point. He's got a 3-die on the Goblin. Well, he always had a 3-die on the Goblin with the rot spawn. The real question is, where is he blitzing and where is he going with the ball? Like, I'm going to assume with this follow-up here that the blitz is going to be this bloater goes after the block guard guy. I'm going to assume that's going to be it. He moves the ball into the center. Seems entirely reasonable. He has the full half to break through. Blitz is as expected. Down goes the block guard Black Orc. No armor break. Nothing to write home about. And he moves slightly back, which is kind of weird, but because like surely you would want to tag the block guard, like the most valuable one. All right, Pestigores moved to the back to. It's not exactly a cage, is it? But all right, and all right, Alfred Gross only manages a push. Follows up the Goblin. Bloater moves there to cover the ball better and only manages to get a push on. So that is 1 out of 3 goblins that were on the line of scrimmage actually got knocked down, and he managed to not get himself KO'd. All right. Block guard Black Orc stands up, doesn't move anywhere. Black Orc on the right moves next to next to his buddy. Blitz against the kick Rotter on the left. Down he goes. There's gonna be a foul. There is going to be a foul. No armor break despite 4 assists. All right. What's the next step, brocCooLi? What is the next step? Apparently moving the guard Black Orc to cover the other Black Orc on the left, moving a Black Orc slightly back so that he cannot get tagged by the rot spawn, and moving one of the Goblin assists who were there also back to, in case of unexpected breakthrough, question mark, or just making sure that he has players available, I guess. Right, first thing Nurgle does, pick up Rotter, move him forward next to the rot spawn and next to a downed goblin. I have a feeling that that downed goblin is probably going to be feeling a boot. I'm not sure. Would I actually, like, considering things are going all right for the Nurgle? I'm not sure I would actually go for, like, it's a goblin, right? Like he doesn't even have the skill. Like if it was the sure hands goblin, yeah, maybe I would probably go for a gang fall with a dirty player on the sure hands goblin, but like not just a regular goblin. But so far, other than the Rotter move, Motb seems to be deliberating very carefully what his next move is going to be. I would imagine that his next move is going to be that he's gonna shift to the right here. Like it kind of makes sense for him to gravitate towards, like, stay probably around here with the ball, but like, you know, blitzing him down. And, like, trying to sort of force a breakthrough here. Oh, he goes for a rush, so that the Rotter also now, goes for a rush with a bloater to get an assist there. Yep, alright. I think that's the wrong angle for him to be blitzing with. Like, I genuinely think he should have gone for a blitz over there, but he takes down the Black Orc and manages an armor break. So I'm gonna guess that he's gonna just walk forward over and tag that sure hands goblin. Nope, he's not gonna tag the sure hands goblin. He's just gonna move forward. Okay. Ball carrier moves forward. Doesn't take any GFIs. He's cage corners from the back. Move the screen. Yep, all of that makes sense. Mr. Dirty Player, and where does this bloater go? Mr. Dirty Player is not going to be going for, I don't know why the Dirty Player moved there. And that's the rot spawn going, dum-dum. Alright. Picked up the kick Rotter, hoping that he's gonna annoy, and then moves bloater there to now catch these two. Okay. I mean him deciding to not act intelligently is good. Like surely Why with the Black Orc? Like, surely you want the Black Orcs to be freed so that, like, you can use them to come and reinforce rather than the other way around. Okay, Black Orc would guard. What is brocCooLi doing? Like, I feel that particular Black Orc placement, like the Black Orc would guard over there, it feels extremely, and I mean extremely, optimistic for him to be doing anything of use, like, in the rest of this drive, pretty much. Like, maybe I'm just, like, not, I don't know, it just seems really weird for him to go over there rather than trying to get these two over, like, here. Okay? He goes for blitz, 2-die, takes down the Pestigore with a Black Orc, gets next to the ball carrier, but will... Oh, and that's a serious injury on the block Pestigore. Regen does cover it, but that is a really useful player off the pitch for this drive. Makes the dodge with the Goblin Bruiser over there, and then even makes a rush. Sure. And the Loader Goblin also makes the dodge away. I mean, not the worst defensive position for brocCooLi, but I just genuinely, like, this Black Orc just confuses me. Just entirely confuses me. And same thing with, like, making this Black Orc block on the Rotter lineman there. Like, he could have done that with a Goblin, and then he could have freed up this Black Orc to move wherever he wanted as well. I don't know. But yeah, this seems very optimistic. Like, I have a feeling that there's just this Rotter lineman over here who's just gonna be, oh, you're gonna be over, like, you want to be over there, do you? Well, I'm just going to tag you, and now you're, like, irrelevant. Okay, he has blocked, the Black Orc does not, and that's a Black Orc removal, badly hurt. Does brocCooLi use the Apo here? Does not use the Apo, okay. I figured that if brocCooLi was going to use the Apo, it was for the reason of, well, for the next drive. Right. That is a very useful removal over there. Goes for a 2-die, gets a boat down, and that's an injured Goblin as well. Badly hurt. Probably doesn't use the Apo there, but yeah, that's the Sure Hands Goblin. Sure Hands Goblin badly hurt as well. So both two very useful removals for the Nurgle team, who is already up 1-0. Moves into contact with that Goblin, and I'm just gonna assume that he'll be happily just marching down at a calm pace here. Moves him there. Ball carrier moves over there. Okay. Makes sense. For whatever reason, he decides to tag that Goblin rather than tag the Black Orc that's on the ground there. Okay. Well, I mean, he did tag it by moving with the bloater block there, but yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, this Goblin stands up. Yep. Then he gets a 2-die with the Black Orc. Why are you picking up that Black Orc, brocCooLi? Why are you doing it? You could have freed up this Black Orc and then blitzed this, like, Pestigore and gotten next to the Bull Carrier. At the very least, what are you doing? And again, like, okay, is he gonna brawler? Is he gonna brawler? Okay, he learned his lesson at least. For now. Takes down a Rotter. Manages a KO, so that's a Rotter removed. Now he takes the 2-die there. Okay. Sure. Doesn't attempt to move forward. Or did he? No, the tentacles were successful. That happened. Okay. Okay, now what? Like, now what, bro? Like, are you going to be going for a 2-die uphill blitz to see if you can get a push? Like, I have a feeling that is what he's going to do. And he fails the 3+ dodge even with a dodge skill, and well, that's probably it. Like, this is like, surely he, like, Nurgle moves this guy over here so that he can get a 3-die on the Goblin lineman bruiser there, and then, I mean, I don't think he even goes for the GFI there to score. I think he just moves to screen and scores next turn, or potentially the turn after that. Like, Nurgle team is in an extremely good position to just calmly go and And, yeah. Okay, I mean, I do not, like, without, like, an absolutely catastrophic, which this is not because he has block, so he can just do that. No armor break does mean that the Nurgle screening efforts are going to be a little less, it's going to be a little more suspect, I think, now. Because, like, like, he can... This guy moves over there. No, he just goes for the 2-die. Why would you go for that 2-die in particular, though? Like, you could have, like, he could have 1, 2, 3, 4... would have been a GFI, but that would have been a way better place. Oh, what are you gonna do with the ball carrier? What are you gonna do with the ball carrier? He's gonna fail the GFI, has to team reroll it. Okay, manages the team reroll. Okay, that doesn't help you at all. Okay, bloater moves there. Alright, and Rotspawn is doing his best to give brocCooLi any sort of a chance by just being entirely a dum-dum. He picks up that Goblin Bruiser. I mean, I guess he just goes for the 2-die uphill on the Pestigore and sees if he can, like, shunt him into the crowd. I mean, yeah, please do move your free players before you do that, brocCooLi, but, like... Okay, you don't even do that. Alright. Yeah, that is that. Of course. Alright. So, that's the ball carrier into the crowd now. Into the crowd it goes. Where does the ball go? And what happens to the Pestigore is the secondary question. KO on the Pestigore. And the ball... Oh my... How? How does this keep happening? brocCooLi, for... Like... Absolutely under no circumstances should brocCooLi be the... What? That is an excellent place for the ball to land for brocCooLi. Like, sure, he probably won't be picking up the ball this time, but, like, it's just one GFI. He's got a goblin free. Like, he can move this guard player over there or over there to cancel out that assist. Now he gets a... Well, he doesn't... No, that doesn't work. It doesn't give him a 2-die on this guy. What are you doing, brocCooLi? He does go for the rush. He manages to pick up without using a team reroll on either. Surely probably doesn't do another rush because he's got several turns to get that way, but for... Oh, he goes for the 1-die. He goes for the 1-die instead of making it a 2-die. Okay, sure enough. All right, he manages to take down the block without having blocked himself. Gets a push. Stays put for whatever goddamn reason. Dodges away the goblin. Dodges away the goblin again. And moves the goblin forward. All right. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely insane. How? This is like, if brocCooLi manages a 1-1 draw here, I mean, worst of all, if brocCooLi manages to actually get a win here somehow through black sorcery, but like, even just saying it, that even like a 1-1 draw is absolutely undeserved for brocCooLi. Alright, so 3-die block there. Nothing happens to the goblin, though the goblin will probably get surfed by this Pestigore. 3-die block over there. Block guy takes down the goblin. No armor break. 2-die on the Black Orc. Only a push. Follows him up. Does free up this bloater, but bloaters who are on the ground are notoriously not very fast. So picks him up, moves him the 1. Okay. Goblin goes into the crowd. Alright. Now, and that's a badly hurt on the goblin. Alright. And yeah, badly hurt on the goblin. Sure. Yep, he Okay, he manages to get through the loner, manages a push there. He goes for the 4+ dodge to go for the two rushes to okay. Does manage to take him down. Has to sacrifice himself for the boat down. So does manage to take down the ball carrier. No armor break either side. brocCooLi has still more than enough turns to recover the ball and keep on moving. Guard guy moves over there. 3 Black Orc moves over there. Is taking the rush. Okay, so rudder lineman. He goes for the foul. Gets a stun. Okay. Doesn't need to use a bribe. Goes for the pickup. Manages to pick up without issue. Moves forward. Probably still doesn't feel any need to go for rushes. I'm gonna assume that the flamboyant is he's just gonna hover, like, yeah, he's gonna move up slightly so that he doesn't need any GFIs next turn to go for the touchdown. Makes sense. Goes for the 2-die over there with the Black Orc. Moves him over there. Doesn't follow that up. Sure. Not sure why he picked up this goblin and didn't dodge him out, but whatever. Irrelevant at this point, I think. I mean, he's gonna get punched in the face by some bloaters, and at least he's like holding up a bloater or 2 hostage. Pestigore moves up, doesn't take any. All right. That's just all right. 3 dice. Skull, both down. And the Nurgle bloater gets stunned. The goblin with the serious injury, the niggle, is entirely fine. Stands up again, just to spite God, like to just absolutely hammer home the point to the Nurgle that ha. Goes for the handoff. Manages to hand off. Does he score? He does not score. Okay. Or does he? brocCooLi surely knows that if he doesn't win this, then he doesn't win the division, which means that he's probably out. Goes for a foul with the loner on the rudder, gets a KO, doesn't need to use any of his 3 bribes. Goes for a blitz on the Pestigore, takes him down with a POW. Wonderful, just absolutely brilliant play. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, goes for a 1-die on the guy without block. Foul appearance. Goes for a 1-die on the guy with block. Foul appearance. And end of turn. Turn 15 for Nurgle. Absolutely no chance whatsoever that he will be, like, reaching the ball at this point. So just going for, hoping to get some SPP. Down goes the Goblin Bruiser. Still doesn't, like, allow himself to get armor broken. Moves the rudder lineman next to the Black Orc. I don't know. Alright, sure. Rot Spawn only manages a push. Then he's got a bunch of 1-dice. Alright, goes for a 1-die. Why are you not using your blitz, man? Like, use your blitz on one of the 1-die so you can have a 2-die somewhere else. Okay, you go for a blitz with the Pestigore. Alright, and both down, you have no reroll. You do stun the Black Orc, but good for you. brocCooLi is not going to be scoring this turn, so no movement over there. I am still just like an absolute travesty. I mean, unfortunately for brocCooLi, I guess, this does very, and foul appearance again, makes the team reroll to get past foul appearance, manages a push, and then he just wants to assist on the brocCooLi. Why are you doing this? Like, this doesn't even get you any SPP. You're just trying to, like, deal damage to his team. Like that. Yeah, alright. Yep, goes for a 1-die on the rot spawn, I guess. Okay. Does he brawlers that? Only gets a push. Why do you follow that up? Like, why do you follow that up, brocCooLi? And foul appearance, stops that 1-die block. Like, what is this? Like, obviously none of it actually matters, but, like, what is this? He tags the goblin. Why do you tag the goblin? It's turn 16. Like, why does that tagging the goblin matter? He moves the bloater over there. Gets a 2-die. Down he goes. Okay. I'm gonna assume that he's gonna go for a blitz on this goblin bruiser here. Guess he moves this bloater here, so that he can get a 2-die on the Black Orc with the +2 from the teammate. Then he goes for the blitz with the Pestigor. No, he doesn't go for the blitz with the Pestigor. Okay, why not? Sure. Does he go for a blitz with the bloater? Okay, he goes for a 1-die blitz. Okay, down he goes. Sure. Don't follow that up. Do not follow that up, because otherwise you're not... Yep, you stay put. Because now that gives you at least a +2 for the rot spawn. And the rot spawn is an idiot. Alright. Yep. Nothing unusual here. And, yeah, doesn't take any, like, I mean, he could have tried, like, dodging away to... okay. Surely, brocCooLi, for the love of all that is good and holy, for fuck's sakes, just score. Just score. No, he goes for the 2-die. I mean, doesn't get stopped by the game or God or Nuffle or anyone. Gets some SPP as well. Serious injury. Yep, that's a niggle on the dirty player, because like the Nurgle team wasn't abused enough for. I feel bad for the Nurgle team and the Nurgle coach. This. I'm sorry, but I am so anguished by what happened in this game that I cannot put it into proper words. Entirely undeserved result. Motb, my greatest condolences to you. Like, just straight up. I cannot tell you how bad I feel about that game and what happened to you in it. I hope that didn't sour you on Blood Bowl, because it kind of soured me on Blood Bowl a little bit. And I hope you have a good next season if you're playing in OCC for the next season. If you're not, because you want to avoid ever, like, even the most minuscule chance of facing brocCooLi and having to repeat that experience, I understand. I think OCC should start a support group for the people who have been wronged by the dice when playing against brocCooLi. But hope you guys were entertained. There's a certain very morbid and grim entertainment that game allowed me to experience. It sort of made me... It made me feel okay with the, like, future heat death of the universe. If like, that is the feeling I have after witnessing that particular match. And, as I always say, good day, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever happens to be the time of day for you. Have a good one.